So 2 months from now, it's going to be 16 years of me trading the markets. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share my knowledge and important things or important lessons that I learned throughout my 16 years of trading. Now, before we get into those lessons, let's talk about how I actually discovered or how I got started when it comes to trading. So when I started to become an entrepreneur, right, I used to buy and sell cars. And one day, I remember like it was yesterday, I was trying to buy a Volkswagen. And how I usually get my cars is I go on Craigslist, I'll search for cars. This is when I was living back in New York, right? And I'll search for cars and I would look for good deals and I repost them on Craigslist. Now I was going to see this Volkswagen, right? And this guy, when I was talking to him, I was looking over the car, he was just smiling the whole time, right? And then eventually he told me what was going on. He said, I'm selling this car because I'm about to put more money into the stock, right? And I'm here to tell you guys, I had no plans of trading the stock market or even dealing with the stock market, okay? Where I'm from, people in general don't talk about the stock market. So I kind of, ignored him the first time, right? But he kept on smiling and just kept on talking about, the stock market and this specific stock, right? So being an entrepreneur I am, right? I said, you know what? Let me ask him, how much I need to invest into the stock market because I don't know anything about that. So he told me, listen, man, you don't need that much. You can start with $1,000, right? And, that can get your feet wet. So I was like, really? Because at the time I thought I probably had to start with more, okay? But he's like, nah, man, 1,000, that's good. So I bought the car, I brought it home. The next day I called him up and I was like, listen, show me everything, right? So he helped me set up my TD Ameritrade account, right? And basically he put me on to the stock that he was invested in. So I put my $1,000 in that stock, but eventually, of course, we all know the story. The company went bankrupt and everything just went downhill. And I lost all my money, okay? Actually, I didn't lose all my money. I lost, I think, 50%. And then I took the rest. And then, I was just basically looking at other stocks. Now, at the time, I was looking at penny stocks. And I was just searching how to, day trade because he was telling me, listen, we invested in stock, but throughout the day, there's a lot of stocks that's just going up, 100%, 200%, and you can make money during the day. So I started to, just search up how to day trade because I didn't really want to rely on him. So that's how I got started. At first I was trading penny stocks and then I went to trading futures where I was trading the index, S&P 500, NASDAQ, the Dow. And then for a while, I was trading Forex. And then after that, I was trading some stocks for a while. And then I went back to trading the futures. So now I trade the NASDAQ. So that's pretty much how I got started. And overall, I've been at this, going on 16 years. So I just want to share with you guys my important lessons that I learned from just day trading the markets, okay? The first thing, guys, is you have to show up every single day, right? This is not a game where once in a while you can show up or sometimes you can show up. No, guys, you are competing with professionals every single day, so you cannot slip up, okay? Because if you don't show up, that might be the day where you might revenge trade and just blow up your small account, and you don't want to do that. So you have to show up every single day. So you have to put in the necessary time, right? You have to look over your charts, you have to back test, you have to do everything, guys. I remember when I first started out, I was working a job at the time, and I used to bring my laptop to work, okay? I used to take the bus and train, okay? It was a 2-hour commute, right? So let's say that it was really nobody in the back of the bus or the train. I would open my laptop and I would study the charts, okay? I would look over certain patterns and certain setups, and I would do that, while I'm going to work. And believe it or not, on my lunch break, guess what? After I eat my lunch, I'm going to open up my laptop and I'm going to study some more. And this prepared me to actually become a better trader. So if you really want to become a good trader, guys, you have to show up every single day. Now, the next lesson is before you quit your job, have enough money on the side. And this is really important, guys, because I'm telling you right now, me personally, I quit my job 3 times, okay? 3 different times. And every single time I quit my job, I didn't have no money. And also, I didn't really had a good track record, okay? So the first time I quit my job, I only had $5,000 to my name. Guess what? I lost all that. Next time I got a job, okay, I saved up some money. I think it was around $5,000 or $6,000. I quit my job after that, and boom, I lost all my money. And I went to go back to another job, saved up some more money, quit, went back, try to trade full time, boom, lost all my money. So please do not rush when it comes to trying to quit your job, okay? You should have a good track record, meaning that you should have a track record where, you know, you are profitable and consistent. And also you should have enough money saved up just in case you have a bad week or a bad month. You have some on the side to save you. Now, the next lesson that I learned, guys, is less is more. Man, this is a big one because a lot of new traders, they come in the market and they think that if they trade all day, they will make more money. No, actually, if you trade all day, you actually make more mistakes. I used to trade from 9:30 because the market I trade is NASDAQ. It opens at 9:30 and it closes at 4 p.m., right? So I used to trade all the way from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., okay? And I would try to just make a lot of money. And for some reason, I would make money in the morning, okay? But the afternoons, I would lose all my money. And I'm quite sure some of you guys are experiencing this right now. You make money in the morning time, but if you keep trading in the afternoon, you're gonna lose it, okay? Number one is because the afternoon is usually much slower. And number two, your setups or, you know, whatever strategy you have probably doesn't work during that time because there's not a lot of volume or not a lot of movement. And number three, mentally, you might be drained. So if you keep trading throughout the day, guys, you're gonna either force trades or you're gonna see trades that's not part of your system. And you're gonna try to take that trade and it's gonna be just, you know, a waste of time. So it's best to not trade all day. What I like to do is I trade maybe 9:30 to 11:30, okay, and I'm done. Now the next lesson is you cannot rely on your memory, okay? This is a big one because most of you guys come in here and you do not, you know, write things down. You have to write things down because you cannot rely on your memory, especially if you're trading live, right? When you're trading live, you're gonna forget everything. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, should I buy this? I think so. And then boom, you're gonna lose your money. So you have to have everything in front of you, right? Especially if you're new, okay? Eventually, once you get used to the market and everything becomes second nature, you probably don't need the list, but it's always good to have something in front of you to remind you, okay, what to do, what not to do, or anything you have to follow. Now, the next lesson is be okay with what you have. Guys, be okay with your small account. You know, if you're new, it's okay to have a small account. You know, you can't compare yourself to other traders. You don't know if that person has a lot of money stashed up. It doesn't matter, guys. Be okay with your small account. Be okay with making $30 a day or $40 a day. It's okay. Your time will come, okay? Just keep on being consistent, do the right things, your time will come. But for right now, it's okay that you have a small account. It's okay that you're making $30, $40 a day. It's okay, guys. Eventually, you're not gonna be at that level, okay? You're gonna probably make $100 a day, $200 a day. Next thing you know, $500 a day, $1,000 a day, okay? So relax. Be okay with what you have, guys, because we all have to start somewhere. Now, the next lesson is do not avoid discomfort. Guys, listen, I'm here to tell you, if you want to be successful at whatever you're trying to do, okay, we're talking about trading right now, but it could be anything. Guys, in the beginning, you are going to feel uncomfortable. That's part of growing. Every time you feel uncomfortable, I want you to remember you are about to grow because your brain is trying to get used to something new, right? So you're gonna feel uncomfortable, but just remind yourself that you are about to grow. Now, the next thing, guys, is trust the process. This is a big one because a lot of new traders do not trust the process. If they have a bad week or a bad month, automatically they wanna switch strategies or look at this strategy. Guys, listen, if you have one strategy, stay with it, keep tweaking it, keep working on it, because how are you going to get better if you are not focusing on one thing? It's okay to have a losing week. It's okay to have a losing month, especially if you're new. It's okay. Just go over your mistakes, figure out what you did, and improve so you can actually do better next time. Now, the next lesson I learned, guys, from 16 years of trading is trading is not about being right? And this is very hard for a lot of people, especially smart people, right? Especially people that are so used to getting good grades in school. If you have a 4.0 GPA or a 3.9 GPA, or anybody that's just smart in general, it is very hard to be wrong. I understand, because overall, throughout your whole life, you've been that smart guy that just, you know, figure everything out. But when it comes to trading, guys, listen, do not try to come in here and try to win 99% of the time. It's not going to happen, okay? It's okay if you win 50% of the time. Actually, it's okay if you win 40% of the time. You can still make money winning 40% of the time, as long as your winners are bigger than your losers. So guys, it's okay. You don't have to be right all the time. The main thing is take the right trade. That's the name of the game. Now the next lesson is learn from people that are smarter than you. Okay, now listen guys, this was one of my biggest problems when I started. Okay, if you don't know my journey, it took me 8 years to see success with trading, and this is one of the reasons why. I tried to do it on my own. Okay, I didn't really invest in myself. I didn't really, try to learn from smart people. Yes, I was, looking over or looking at a couple of free strategies online. But guys, I should have, just invested in myself early so I can learn the proper way to trade the markets. So when I started to do that, I saw a big difference with my trading. I spend thousands of dollars on my education, okay? And it's amazing how some of you guys spend thousands of dollars on, junk that you buy, clothes, or, unnecessary things that you probably not even using every single day, okay? But you won't spend money on your education. So it's best to learn from smart people and invest in yourself. If you look at any professional, right, in any field, that person has been trained by somebody. So don't think that, being trained by somebody is a silly thing to do. No. Every professional has been trained by somebody. So make sure you learn from people that are smarter than you. Now, the last lesson we're going to talk about today, guys, is trading takes time, right? For some reason, guys, it took me a long time to realize this. I try to rush my process so many times. I try to skip so many steps. This is why I quit my job 3 different times, because I was trying to rush the process, right? And I didn't really have the proper training, proper knowledge. So you have to understand, guys, it's going to take time in the beginning, all right? It's a learning curve, but you have to do the right things, guys. Do the right things in the beginning so you won't have to suffer. It don't have to take you 8 years like me. But the best thing to do is do the right things in the beginning, okay, so your success will speed up. And to be honest with you guys, I was never going to quit. I know it took me a long time, but I said to myself, right, this is one of the things I said, listen, let's say that I live up to 100 years, right, and it takes me 10 years to actually figure out this day trading stuff. Guess what? It's only 10% of my life, right? So that's how I looked at it. I looked at it, okay, if it took me 10 years, fine. It is what it is. It's only 10% of my life. I'm okay with that. It was frustrating, but, I didn't want to quit. And again, it's best to do the right things in the beginning so it doesn't have to take you that much time. But you have to understand, you can't come here, right, in the market, and by next week, you become a professional trader, guys. It doesn't work like that. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you want to take your trading to the next level, check out my trading program below in the description. I actually do have an early Father's Day discount going on, so take advantage of that. If you have any questions, comment below, because I try to answer all your guys' questions. Thanks a lot for your time, and please have a great day.